Hey, I'm making this quick video for you in case you're using Zapier, Google Docs, create document from template, and you're getting this error, which says cannot duplicate because the document is too large. We're going to see it live right here. Okay, so the error says the app returned files too large to be exported. So if that's the error that you're getting, we're going to see what's the workaround, what's the fix for this. So I first got this error with a client of mine who is delivering a templated Google Docs to students of his, and someday we saw this error appearing. And nothing similar was happening before. I told my client at first, well, did you add something very heavy to the document, some images, videos, anything else? He said, well, no, nothing different from when it was working. I didn't even touch it. So that's when I thought that maybe, although this is the error that Google Docs reports, maybe there's a way to still make the duplication happen. Okay, so let's see how we can actually do that. So basically, it's quite simple. We're going to replicate this create document from template action using Google Drive instead of Google Docs. So you can see the background a little bit here in my Google Drive. I have the original document, and I have made a little empty folder that will be receiving the new docs, the duplicated docs, which is a recommended thing to do in case you're ever duplicating many docs, so you don't lose the original one in midst of all of the duplicates. So that's what we're going to work with. And here it is. So instead of this Google Docs that you would, I guess, already have set up, you would just open a Google Drive step connected to the same Google account. Here, it's my email. You can reach out at any time if you need some help, by the way. The action event is going to be API request, custom API request. So that's what we're going to do. And here, the setup is pretty simple. So HTTP method is going to be post. And for the URL, you're going to write this. Sorry, I wasn't fully prepared. Okay, let's say you're going to write this https://www.google-apis.com/drive/v3/files/ and here we're going to put your file ID /copy. So that's what you need as the URL. And for your file ID, we're just going to open Google Drive, open whatever your original doc is. Okay, there we are. And then in your URL search bar, we're just going to copy what's between d/ and /edit. So here we got the ID. Let's paste it back here in Zapier, and we're good. Request headers, you're going to put the classic one that you've surely come across if it's not your first custom API call. So content type, application JSON. Just copy paste this here. And then the body. So the body is quite simple as well. If you want to add some more parameters, because in Google Docs we see, in the Google Docs steps, we see that there are much more available parameters. If you want to change something else than name and parents, I will leave you in description the full Google APIs documentation so you can enhance a little bit. But this is the basis, name and where we're going to leave the duplicated version of the document. So it's like this. Here will be a more simple version for you to copy. So we open brackets, name, and the value, comma, parents, and the value parents will be between other brackets because it's a list. Okay, and close the opening bracket. So that's the format that you will need, and then we will just insert the name of the new document that you want. You can insert dynamic values from previous steps if you want in there. I'm just gonna leave it static right now. And same for parents, it's gonna be the ID of the folder in which you want the duplicated version to land. So if the parent folder is going to be created earlier in the Zap, you can map its ID. Otherwise, here, I'll just open my folder in Google Drive and take the ID from the URL bar, as we did for the document earlier, and I'll copy it here. So with this, we got everything. And now let's test the same thing that we saw failed above. And this time it should work perfectly. So I'll do retest tab. Okay, good. If I see here the result, I see a 200 response status, which corresponds to a success. And if I go to Google Drive, folder for new docs, the duplicated version of the document appeared. So this is what we tried to do in the first place using Google Docs step, but using now a Google Drive workaround. So there it is. If you want to enhance a little bit the body of the request to add other parameters that are specific to your situation, especially dynamic fields within the doc, I will leave you the complete documentation link here below. And well, thanks for having watched.